This video has been kindly sponsored by Native. I like to be careful and conscious of what I'm putting on and near my body. If I'm putting products on or near my body, I don't want them messing with me. Try to keep my hygiene in check, but also make sure that all the ingredients are the right way because I don't want to do that. Native offers my favorite deodorants on the market because not only are they not sticky, they dry super quick, you smell good all day. And they are aluminum free, paraben free, and vegan and cruelty free. I have a bunch of different scents of their deodorants, but my all-time favorite is the coconut and vanilla. This just smells like summer. Hold on. It smells like pina colada. All of their scents are pretty good, but this one's definitely my favorite. And then the lavender and rose smells like the spa. I like putting that one on when I'm feeling like I need more chill. With Native, I'm fine. I'm putting on deodorant in the morning and I'm good all day. And I sweat, okay? I'm an anxious little being. I sweat. Native also offers a plastic-free version of their deodorants. Native does not just have deodorants, they also do body washes and toothpastes. Last year, they donated over $2 million worth of product to Hope and Comfort. I don't think I'll be switching deodorants for a long time. This is the one. To my followers, Native has a deal for you. Make sure to check out Native's new limited edition coffee house collection. 3 deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my link below and code Paige Layle, you'll get them for $24, which is 33% off. And with my code, you can also get 20% off on any body wash or toothpaste. So if you guys are interested, please be sure to click the link below and use my code Paige Layle for all your Native purchases. Thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring this video and for keeping me fresh. Now let's get into the video. Oh my god, hi. How are you? Good? My lips are super chapped, so if I'm being weird with my lips, it's because they're super chapped. This video has been a long time coming. I think that this is probably like one of my most asked questions of all time. We have a lot of TikTok videos about this topic, but let's do a YouTube, you know? Get it all in here. Get it all compiled into one. But if you do not know me, hello, welcome. So good to see you. My name is Paige Layle. I am an autistic human being. And so over here we talk about autism in my life and stuff, in my life with autism. You may know me from TikTok. If you do not already, be sure to follow my TikTok at Paige Layle. And while you're at it, you could follow my Instagram with the same name. If you are curious to know more about me or about autism, be sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell to get notified when I post new videos, which is every Friday. Thank you for being here and thank you for learning more about autism and stuff. The very first thing I talked about in regards to autism and being autistic on TikTok was masking. And masking is a very big, important part of my life. So I thought that today I would dive in a little bit more and tell you guys a little bit more about masking, how it feels, what it is, how it impacts us, how it happens, and how gross it is, and how much I hate it. Masking is kind of like the name suggests, putting on a mask, which means you are not being your true self. You are hiding behind something that is not you. When an autistic person masks, it usually means that we are trying to be as neurotypical seeming as possible. We are suppressing our autistic selves or just having this mask of a persona that is not us that we can wear to the rest of the world so no one actually sees who we truly are inside. A lot of autistic people mask, but also a lot of autistic people do not mask or can't mask. Now we're gonna get into talking about baby Paige. So baby Paige. Baby. Me as a baby. I came out of the womb, I lived, and no one knew that I was autistic, including myself. Every autistic person lives, a bit of life without knowing they're autistic, right? Like, even if that's a day, I don't know. I lived 15 years before I knew that I was autistic. But to me, as a baby, not knowing that I'm autistic, I knew something was weird with me. I knew I was not normal. I was never normal, nothing ever felt good. I was never normal. I felt like an alien that came onto Earth and then was birthed onto Earth and was like, humans? Okay. Humans are weird. Why do you guys make no sense? If any of y'all find out I'm an alien, y'all are gonna kill me. Y'all are gonna end me. I need to be like you. I need to be like you so then everything's good. No one's gonna hurt me. And so growing up from 0 to 15, it's a pretty big time. I'm only 21, so that's most of my life. And I was constantly an alien putting on a human mask. But it wasn't a conscious choice. Masking is a response to trauma. And this trauma in my case was I not only didn't know who I was at all, and so identity crisis, whatever, weird. My trauma was I'm not safe to be an alien here. I have to be a human to survive. There was no help for aliens ever. There was no way that I could see me being able to be an alien in this human world. I'm gonna start saying autistic. This is just how I felt at the time before I knew I was autistic. I thought I was like, I'm an alien. I'm gonna start saying autistic now. But growing up, I could never see a space. There was never a time, never a place that I felt like I could actually be myself. So I had to hide behind this mask, pretend to fit in with everybody so that I could be okay. I remember watching the movie Divergent and crying because I was like, that's me. When Tris and Ford, like, they get the thing, but because they're divergent, it doesn't work for them, but they have to pretend to be like everyone else. I was crying because I'm like, that's it. That's how it feels. And that's what you're doing. And if you slip up, someone's gonna... As a kid, I couldn't put that into words. I thought that what I was feeling, everyone must be feeling because you're a kid and you don't know. I just knew that I was different than everybody because I was having such a hard time with life and they weren't. I thought, why are you all so happy? Why are you all not stressed? Because the thing about masking is it's not fun. It's really draining. Because unfortunately, masks don't come in a store and you go and buy one and you put it on. You gotta build that mask. You gotta find resources to know what the mask is supposed to look like. And those resources are analyzing everything all of the time. It's spending all day, every day, memorizing every single interaction that everyone around you is having. How their mouth moves, their face moves, their eyes move, their hands move, the words that they say, the phrases, the laughs, how they're laughing, how they're standing, how they're dressing. And in my autistic brain, I sort everything by rules and by steps. And so I would make rules. I shook everyone's hand when I met them because I thought that's something that people did. I would go into my room for hours and practice facial expressions in the mirror and be able to find the expression that I thought looked the best and then trying to do it without looking in the mirror and memorizing exactly how it made my face feel in all the right places. I never knew what outfits to wear, and so usually I would find an outfit that one girl was wearing at school, I would write it in a book, and then a week later I would wear that exact same outfit. Not even that I liked. I didn't even like them, just of what I saw that they were doing. And I'm like, that's what a human does. I'm gonna do the same thing. Even when it came to pictures that I took, I would find people on Instagram that were like my age that had a lot of followers and saw what they posted, and I'm like, I'll do the same because that's what's gonna make me human. And I would write those down as well. I had so many notes on my phone that were just how to live my life, how to look at all times, how to talk to people. The only reason I started doing dance was because I really liked this girl who was a dancer. I only tried out for sports because the other girls were trying out for sports and I thought this is a human thing to do. I was never good at sports and I couldn't understand that and it frustrated me so much. I did my makeup because that's what everyone else was doing. And then, who'd have thunk that I am a pretty good actor? So when I was 6, I started acting in our local theater. When you're an actor, you have a director that gives you, here are the words you say, so say these words exactly. Memorize them. I have an eidetic memory, so that's fantastic. And then we're gonna tell you exactly how to say them, how to use your voice, where to look, where to stand, how your body should be like. This is your relationship to other people. This is where you walk at all times. Everything has rules. And I found so much safety and so much solace in acting. Acting to me made sense because that's how life was like, except someone else told me what to do instead of me trying to figure it out. And I acted for years. The only reason I haven't acted lately is because of COVID. And because of acting, I now had 14 years of scripts that I had memorized because of my memory. Not only the 14 years of acting scripts where I knew exactly how to move, how to stand, where to put my eyes, where to walk, where to move, but then every movie, every TV show I've ever seen. And then every interaction I've ever had with anyone, also memorized. The bad part about that is they're memorized in my autistic way. So there are things that I didn't understand that aren't real, that don't actually work, or that I saw one way and I thought that would work for every single situation, and it doesn't because humans are confusing. And I think that the worst part about the mask, it isn't even how draining and exhausting it is, and going home every night and breaking down because the world is just so fucking hard. I don't even think that the worst part was going home every night and crying and having panic attacks and freaking out, or freezing in public when someone didn't follow the script that you had planned in your head, and then they touch you and you weren't ready for that, or they move a different way, or they stop having the conversation and you don't know what to do. The worst part is all you do is build the mask. And then when I was 15 and I was told that I was wearing a mask, I realized that there's nothing behind it. I was a mask. I was a shell of a person. I did not have my own personality. I didn't have my own interests. I was looking out for everyone but me. And when I was told what I was doing when I was diagnosed with autism, I had a crisis. And I don't think I've stopped having that crisis. I still have no idea who I am. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I don't like. I don't know what parts of me are real and what parts of me are parts that society told me to be. And I'm sure a lot of you feel that way, especially if any of you are gay or trans. Like, compat is real. I think one of the first things I realized about myself after being diagnosed at 15, I think I was 15 when I was like, I like girls. And I remember writing down on sticky notes things that I knew about myself and putting them up on the wall. And at first there was like 10 things that I knew about myself. And over the months looking at them, I'm like, no, I never liked that. I never liked it. Rip it off the wall. And after a few months, there was only one thing on the wall that I know about myself, and that is that I like kids. Kids bring me joy. It actually said, kids bring me joy. That is one thing I know about myself. And I think that that's the hardest part. It wasn't the hardest part while I was masking 24/7. The hardest part was being so exhausted and crying and shaking and screaming every day, but having to do it in private because no one could know I was an alien, right? So I struggled in silence for 15 years, constantly stressed, constantly overwhelmed, constantly analyzing everything in my life. And then when I was 15, I didn't have to. What the fuck? You know what? What the fuck? My whole life I've been doing something and now you're telling me to stop? It didn't stop automatically. It didn't stop right away. It still hasn't stopped. I still mask. Now, probably not every day, but that's also because I don't go out in public very much. And I also mask less because I'm 21, and so for the last 6 years, I've been trying to figure out who I am. I definitely don't have it all figured out. There's still a million questions in my head all day. Then I'm like, is this real? Like, why do I do this? Is this because I want to? What is this? Is this because this is what people want from me? Why do I care? But we're getting there. But there are always times and there are always places that I mask. I don't do it consciously. It's a trauma response. This is also a reason why I can't be around new people for very long or new places for very long, because often I will resort to masking and then I'm not a real person. Then I'm a mask. There's no emotion actually coming from it. There's nothing coming from it. It is a performance that I'm putting on. It is not real. I could cry with my mask. I could be happy with my mask. I could give you any emotion you wanted with my mask on because I'm an actor. But that whole time is exhausting as hell, mentally so draining. And so when that happens, I can only do that for so long before I shut down. And I will play as neurotypical as possible because it's a performance. There's a noise that's super, super bothering me, or a light, or a sound, or a texture, or something, that might make me slip. And then if any of those things make the mask come off, now I have to go because I can't be around them without a mask on. By them, I mean new situations, new people I don't trust, people I don't feel safe around, people that make me uncomfortable, people I know would make fun of me or worse if they knew that this was a mask. Masking is one of the most exhausting and draining things. It is a result of trauma. It's not fun. It's not something we want to do. It's something that we had to do. It's something that we made up because we had to. And there are people that are never comfortable to not be masking because some people aren't safe enough to do so. I'm pretty safe most of the time, and when I make videos and stuff, when I'm just in a room alone on my cell phone, sometimes it's a performance, because I'm a performer and I can't get that out. But sometimes it's me because I'm in my house, in my clothes, all by myself. And I don't know. I just don't read comments because what people say about me is not as important as what I say about myself. And I'm not going to please everybody, and that's fine. And so I just make my videos and I post them up and I let it go. Because if you guys don't like me, that's fine. And if you don't like me because I'm autistic and do autistic things, that's fine. Not my problem, because you're just people on the internet. And so if you can't actually hurt me physically. My safety is not threatened, so I can unmask all I want to, and it doesn't matter. It's hard for me to not be mad sometimes at how long I had to do that for. I can't believe I got anything else done. No wonder I was a freaking mess all the time. I wasn't even a person. I fully wasn't even a person. I was an empty shell of a person. I thought I was a narcissist because I was reading a lot of things about narcissism at the time, and I was like, me, I'm an empty shell of a person. Because they say that a lot about narcissists, that they just put on a mask when they're just big sensitive babies. And I'm like, I do that. I'm a big sensitive baby. And also, like, they live in their own world. Yeah, me too. That's because you're autistic and you don't get that there's other perspectives besides your own. So yeah, masking is not a very fun time. I think that we all have the right to be human beings and know ourselves, but that's so difficult when people don't know that they're autistic until they're really old. And really old is subjective, but whatever really old seems to you, yeah, that and older. And that's so tough to try to figure out who you are when you're so old and you already thought you knew who you were. I was no one. I wasn't a person. I was a mask of everyone I thought I was supposed to be. There was nothing about me that was me. Everything in my room was me. Everything with my close friends was me. Maybe with my teachers was me, but everything else was completely fake, and it sucked, and it sucks still. We need to create more autism acceptance. Firstly, I want to educate as many people about autism as possible, because if somebody heard this when I was a kid, maybe someone could have got me diagnosed sooner. I could have got help sooner. I could have got accommodations sooner. I could have been a person sooner. It's important for all of us to know more about autism, to help autistic kids. I don't want anyone going through what I did. I don't want anyone feeling that way. I want everyone to know what to look for and create more acceptance now for people that are autistic now, so then people can be autistic in public, actually allowed to be. So we don't have to mask as much or anymore or at all. I hope that we're heading towards that. I think that we're heading towards the right place. So allow me to go, allow me to scoot, allow me to go and do stuff. So let me know if you found this video helpful at all. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. That helps me. It's a free way to help your girl out. And if you like me and want to see more and hear more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for learning. I'm picking split ends out of my hair. And thank you again to Native for sponsoring this video. I will talk to you guys later. I love you all very much. Bye.